Welcome to Master the Fun, and today we are in Guild Wars 2, GW2, one of the best games in my opinion, MMOs, along with Final Fantasy 14. And we are going to show you a little tip today. Well, I don't know how little it is. It's made me a lot of gold since I've been playing in the last 2 or 3 years. I didn't realize it right away. It's not something I've seen in other videos. They probably have it, but I've not seen them. I've seen videos on, like a group, what do you call it, like farming, where they run around killing bosses and stuff like that to get lots of gold, But this is an actually simple trick. If you look up here on the bar, you'll see different little icons, and there's this one to the right side, on the upper left side of the screen, on the second one to the right side, at least it is on my screen, and it's a daily. So they have dailies, weeklies, and the specials. The special is usually a seasonal thing, and it usually takes like 90 days or whatever to reset, which everything takes to reset. I'll show you that a little bit later. So as you can see here on the daily, we can do things like, defeat a certain amount of guards, like in World versus World, or let's just say like the World PvP area, which, as you can see here, I've done. And you get some good points for that, because that's, well, that would be the weekly then. Sorry, that's the weekly. Yeah, 50 points is usually the weekly, 10 points is usually the daily. Anyway, the icon there tends to match the ones up there. As you can see, the little fort, that's the World PvP. So they usually have pretty easy things to do, and you can get 50 points, This is the Wizard's Vault, and you can get these little, I forget what they're called, but you get the Wizard's Vault points, and it's kind of like a sub-monetary unit, or whatever. This is the daily, and also there's things to do there in World PvP. And you can see the round one, the green one, that's just PvE, where you can do simple stuff like crafting. Sometimes you gotta like do a mission, which they call renown hearts, which is like the regular quests, and sometimes you have other things like mining, or lumber, collecting lumber and stuff like that. Which, by the way, is in the entire game. In other words, you could go to PvP and do mining, and you can actually get points for that. And also, like for player points, whatever it is, like player damage. If you have to do damage to another player, that can be either world PvP or team PvP, which is like team battles, which are the cross swords there, which is the red one. So, like for that one, you can see there, you got to get a certain amount of rank points. That one is very specific to team PvP, but sometimes they cross over, like player damage, or let's say you have to do dodge rolling, or something like that. That's another objective sometimes they have for the daily, like you have to do a certain amount of dodge rolls, like during battle. That could be any battle. That could be versus a monster, versus other players in any category. So sometimes they do crossover, which is very helpful. So now we're in the rewards category, as you can see there, where it's the second tab there on the vertical tabs to the left. The second tab that shows your rewards, and what I'm hovering over there is one of the rewards that I've already done, so it's been grayed out mostly, pretty much blacked out, and that's a coin. That's a special reward where you get a 1% bonus to gold collected from kills and possibly from chests, and those are very valuable. It costs like 1,000, and you can only get like 2 per season. And there's another one there where you can get gold. It's like a crafting coin, gold coin. I'll show you that a bit later. I'll put a little, what do you call it, another visual up there for you. And so yeah, once you get those, and they're limited because they're so cheap. That's like a great deal, so they limit it. And then they have another one there with the gold bags. Those are also cheap. And the bottom one here For 35, that's a gold bag for one piece of gold, and that's the most expensive one, and that's unlimited. So I can just keep buying it, buying it, buying it. Like you can see here, you can just, you know, use the slider to see how much you got. Since I got a lot of points, and I got over 800 points, I can get a bunch of these. So I'll probably do that later. I like to like kind of like save them. I'll just get a few so you can see. I like to save them because sometimes I want something else and then I'll have it, you know, because it takes a while to, from at least from zero, it takes a while to collect up to 1,000 points where you can buy that special 1% increase in loot, in gold loot find, you know, which is great. So yeah. Anyway, that was the other thing. So yeah, showing you the other parts there. There we go. And the special, that's usually for seasonal things. I don't usually do the specials because you have to have the new content. And since I haven't gotten the new content, I'd like to, but I haven't gotten it yet. That usually applies to new content stuff like missions and whatever collectibles they have over there. So I tend not to do the specials because of that. And the festivity specials, I'm not really familiar with the Christmas special yet, because I've been doing like other stuff. Yeah, there's, you can see the different objectives. Once you max out the objective, you click on the chest, and then you'll get your reward. And then when you get the top bar filled, which is like the 4 out of 6 or 4 out of 4, or I should say 6 out of 6 or 4 out of 4, then that chest you can click on too, right on the after the bar. So you click on that, and then you get even more points. So where it says 1,300, you can actually exceed the 1,300. And I don't know if people know about that, but when you exceed the 1,300, then you can't take any more. But it's usually because you've taken the reward, and it'll pass over the 1,300. So yeah, that's about it. If I left anything out, leave a comment below. And hope this was helpful. I have more coming up soon. And yeah, that's it for now. So live free, question everything, and as always, have fun. Cheers.
Sweet, sweet loot.
Muchas gracias, afición. Este es para vosotros. ¡Sí!